and welcome to day 2 of the Flosstyle Bazinga backpack sew along. Today we're going to create the front section of our backpack. So the first part that you're going to need is this part here. So this is the pink part. You're going to need an outer and a lining. And your outer should be interfaced. Then you're going to need your royal blue pattern piece part. So an outer and a lining as well for that one. And then you'll need 4 green pieces, so they should be mirror images. So you should have 1 outer and 1 lining for the left side and 1 outer and 1 lining for the right side. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to get our 20 centimeter zip and our pink pattern pieces. We're going to take the outer piece and we're going to lay it on the zip so that the zip is right side up. We're going to lay the pink outer piece along the edge of the zip, and then we're going to flip it over, and then we're going to lay the lining piece along the back of the zip, matching up with the outer piece that we just laid there before. And then we're going to sew down this line here, and that's going to attach our zip to the pink part of our bag. Okay, so once you have sewn your zipper in between your 2 top pink pieces, what you want to do is you want to fold them back and you want to press that in place so that you get a nice hard seam, I guess. You want it to be nice and pressed in place before we top stitch it. So once you've pressed it, we're going to top stitch. So it'll be all 3 layers. It'll be the outer, the zip and the lining that we're going to be top stitching through, and just straight across there. Once you've done that, you're going to attach the royal blue pieces to the zip in exactly the same way. So you're going to place your outer face down, you're going to attach the right side of the zip to the right side of the outer, and then you're going to take your lining piece and you're going to put the right side of your lining piece, it's a bit hard to tell because mine is blue, but you're going to put the right side of your lining piece against the right side of your other royal blue piece, and you're going to sew them exactly the same way. So you're just going to sew along that line to attach the zip, and then you're going to press them so that they're in place, and then top stitch along. Okay, so now we have finished the front center of our backpack. It's starting to look a little bit like a bag. So we've got our zip and this is the front center panel. So the next part that we are going to move on to is the optional pocket. So if you want a slip pocket on the front center of your bag, you're going to take your royal blue pattern piece, you're going to fold it on the dashed line and cut this rectangular piece. And then once you've cut that, you're going to fold it down 10 mil and then down another 10 mil, and then we're going to top stitch across the top of that, and that's going to become the top of your pocket. So once you've top stitched that, you're going to place it over the bottom here of the royal blue piece, and you're going to just stay stitch as close to the edge and the bottom as you can to keep that in place while we're attaching the sides. So we're going to go do that, and then we're going to come back and attach the side. So now you will have your pocket attached and stay stitched in place, and if you're not using a pocket, that's okay, you'll just have your centerpiece. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to attach the green sides to the side of the center front panel. The thing that we're going to do is we're going to take our scissors, we're going to snip into both the vertical sides. Now you want to snip every 25 mil and no deeper than 7 mil. So I try and make my snips about 5 mil deep. We're just going to do one every 25 mil, and that's just so that when we go to attach the sides that the fabric has got a little bit more give so that we can ease it into the sides. So when we want to attach our sides, we want them to be facing, if we've got our center here, this piece is the piece that goes here. So you can see it's got the little cut edge here for the seam allowance. So that goes to the outside of the pieces. So when it fits together like this, that's the piece that you want to put on this side. And to do that, we're going to fold it over and place it right sides together. And you can see that doesn't really look like it fits, and that's why we need to put those snips in to ease it. So then we're going to take the lining piece, the matching lining piece, and put it on the outside. And we're going to work from the bottom to the top, and we're just going to pin that in place. So I haven't put my cuts in yet, so it'll be a little bit harder to show you, but we're just going to start at the bottom edge here and align the 3 bottom edges and clip that in place. And we're going to do that the whole way along, but you can see you're going to have to ease it and it's going to bunch up a little bit, and that's okay. That's exactly what we want. And then we're going to sew down that side. Alright, so mine's all snipped and clipped into place now, so you can see it looks a little bit awkward, but so long as everywhere along here we've got all 3 layers, so we've got the outer green piece and the lining green piece and then the center piece going down the middle. We just want to sew straight across that line and attach all of those 3 layers together. And then we're going to do exactly the same thing for the other side. Okay, so there you go. Now that you have sewn your 2 green sides onto the front center panel, you have finished the front of your bag. I do recommend as you go that you iron your seams, and that will help you get a really nice finish at the end for your bag, because some of those seams you're not going to be able to get to once you finish your bag. And that just helps it look a little bit neater as you go along. So we're finished for today. Thank you guys for following along, and I'll see you all again tomorrow for day 3. Thank you.